Mr. Prime Minister, it's very nice to talk to you again, sir, but I didn't dream that I'd be talking to you so soon since the last time we spoke.
Well, the circumstances are tragic. And as you can imagine, Greta, I want to say a farewell to a great human being, a great friend of Israel, a great champion of Judeo-Christian civilization, and a champion of free speech, free debate, freedom. Charlie Kirk his loss is terrible. And we grieve for him, for his wife, Erica, for his two beautiful children, and for the many, many, many people who will not hear his voice. His legacy, yes, but his unique voice, that's gone.
You know, you didn't just read about him. You actually knew him. He wrote you a very personal letter in May, and I think you just spoke to him recently. Am I right?
Yeah, yes, he did. You know, he wrote me this letter, and I think May 2nd, and he says, one of my greatest joys as a Christian is advocating for Israel and forming alliances to defend Judeo-Christian civilization. That's in a nutshell, Charlie. And then I called him a few weeks ago and I said, so Charlie, why don't you come and visit us? And he said, well, I'm going to, and we were going to fix a date. And that's not going to take place.
Charlie really regretted seeing Israel losing some support around the world. I think that was one of the reasons, you know, that I think that he wanted to speak to you or wanted to write to you, because, you know, he knows, you know, how much Israel is suffering in the world and how some institutions like the UN make it very difficult for Israel on top of everything else.
Well, he talked about that in the letter. He said, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. That's what he said.
I don't know. I just, you know, I mean, you see this more often in Israel than we do here in the United States. I mean, you just had a terrorist attack at a bus stop on September 8th. I mean, Israel has seen so much bloodshed from terrorist attacks. So, you know, I guess that you're in a particularly unique position to try to help us grieve, help us get through this.
Well, yeah, we have, you know, we're fighting terror on 7 fronts, more or less all of them organized and orchestrated by Iran, and we've dealt Iran and its proxies severe blows, including removing, with President Trump's help, the existential threat to Israel of atomic bombs from Iran and thousands and thousands of ballistic missiles. But we continue the battle against terrorism, and as you say, just a few days ago we had 6 innocent civilians mowed down by Hamas-inspired terrorists in Jerusalem. So, yes, we fight it on all fronts. But I think there's something else going on here. Look, the radical left, the ultra-left, has joined forces with radical Islam. And they are constantly attacking our civilization. That's what Charlie understood. There's an attack on Western civilization. There's an attack on our common Judeo-Christian heritage. And when these people attack us, they try to silence us. They tried to kill President twice, to assassinate President Trump twice. They tried to assassinate me. They fired mortars of flare mortars at my home, nearly burnt it, nearly killed, burnt alive a security guard. We found out that they actually had plans, concrete plans, to murder me. They call for the murder of not only me, but my wife, my kids. So there's this incitement of terrible propaganda that we see here and we see in the United States against the leaders of 2 democracies. And, you know, what do they say? They say, Trump is Hitler. Right, Trump is Hitler. Give me a break. I'm Hitler. And if you have a Hitler leading your country, well, you know, you can kill Hitler. And if you can't kill Hitler, kill those who support Hitler, which is, and we're, of course, dictators. We don't get elected time and time again with, you know, democracy, democratic vote. So we're despots. we're Hitlerian, so they say, and they have to kill us. And so they try to kill us. They foment so much of this propaganda